everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's game, we should look to the war up front. The Packers are top 10 in rushing yards. They're going up against a Lions team that will need to keep the running game in check.
Larry, from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL, there's a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. You might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll look to throw here. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They'll set up to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Here we go now. 3-19. Black 99 Philly. Here we go. Here we go, Barney. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. play fake. He'll look to throw. And this one's incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. And not great starting field position here for the offense. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got a man, complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Always got some breathing room. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the 1st on 2nd down and 3. And now here's a carry heading left. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they have the fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it. What people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted. It's spotted at the 14-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
And this one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 7 yards to go on second down. A handoff as they run the counter play. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll drop to throw. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. They've got a third down and a yard to start things out.
Green 39! Green 39!
And the wideout in motion. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. Gave a glimpse of his power, but not a whole lot of space. Down at the 30. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Throw here out of the gun. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll run with Montgomery. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
running back. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
All right, here we go. 3-19. Back out of that Philly. Here we go. Gun. Here we go now. No. Check. Patriot.
And to give this time to the tailback. That is not going to be any help as they dump it behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. And his kick here is good. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. And Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Connects it to Roberts, right side. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Here we go now. Detroit. Let's go now. Detroit. Green 39.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they'll run it on the toss. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he Does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
the kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
Two minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. Play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
Let's go! Green, 39! Green!
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Get that quarterback! Get off! Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90! All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56!
A handoff as they run the counter play. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Baby, get
off here to his running back. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from 53. And this one is right down Broadway. So we've reached halftime here on Halloween. And trust me, kids, if you had to look at Charles Davis every game, you'd think every day was Halloween. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, so both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Let's go. 319. 319. Let's go. Blue Lightning. Blue Lightning. Watching now, Barney. Look at 56. 319.
They run the counter now on first down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Not an ideal spot to be on first down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in 2nd and manageable.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his right. Going, and he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So it'll be first down here after the run. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now back to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Now it's 2nd and 7. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, he shifts past him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football. Incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And to give this time to the tailback. And that gets him a little room as he'll take this up over the 10-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a game.
Three yards to go on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Looking to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A very solid gain of 27.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Shift together here from the D-line. Back to throw here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught inside the 5. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 43 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They come out here in the I. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. And he bangs this one through to make it a 13-9 game now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the gain there as time will run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. from the 3 now. It's second and fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is going to be Packer football. And just as they thought they might be able to take that across and get the lead, a big red zone turnover.
I know that I am defense-centric, and I want to give them a whole lot of credit, but I just can't believe. After that drive, in that position, ball security paramount, they turn the ball over. Terrible.
The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and it'll be second and very short. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Here we go now. 3-19. Over. No. Check. Patriots.
And to give this time to the tailback. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
We got three. Three down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week. And this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. And now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
Looking deep downfield. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 16. Back to throw. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And tough starting field position here.
All right, here we go.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Good, good. Now let's go. Green, 39.
He'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. They're going to look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
Here we go now.
They'll set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. Roberts got it. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. That's an experienced DB picking off a rookie, and you know sometimes those experienced DBs, they love going against the young pups, don't they?
And I go back to the offseason, had a quick conversation with him about, hey, when you play younger quarterbacks, what's it like for you? And he says it's like being a boxer. I give him a lot of different angles, a lot of different looks, and a lot of times I just bait the young guy.
And there he baited him right into the interception. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now let's go. All right, now look at 56. Good.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They'll look to throw here. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he is knocked down from the side. The pickup of 11, and it moves the chains. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, Didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on second down.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. The Packers on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Now let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And this one is right through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
And Detroit getting set to go now. They'll run it now out of the gun. Shedding the tackler that gives him some room. A big play there for Detroit. 51 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. So that effort there gets them into field goal range, but a field goal does them no good here. They need a touchdown to win this ball game. And that's exactly what the defensive coordinator is thinking right now. Yes, they gave up the big run. Now there's hope for the offense. They still have to score a touchdown to beat them. He's going to dial up something right now to protect his goal line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Back to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And now look at him go. He's at the 40. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. And that was a young pup, the rookie being intercepted by a veteran DB.
And I loved our quick conversation in pregame with him. I love playing these young quarterbacks. They don't know a whole lot yet, so I can use my mind to put me in a position to make a play.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.